The Clockmaker's Gift. In the heart of an old town, where cobblestone streets wound like forgotten rivers, there stood a little clock shop. Its windows were dusty, its wooden sign faded, and few customers ever entered. The shop belonged to Elias, an elderly clockmaker with silver hair and hands that trembled not from weakness, but from the weight of decades spent shaping time. To the townsfolk, he was simply an old man selling ticking machines. But in truth, Elias was something far more. For his clocks didn't just tell time, they held it. One autumn afternoon, a boy named Samuel wandered into the shop. He was small, no older than 10, with tired eyes that spoke of loneliness. His parents were always busy, and he often wandered the streets alone, searching for something he couldn't name. Elias greeted him with a smile. "Looking for a clock, young one." Samuel shook his head. "Not a clock, just something that doesn't run out." The old man studied the boy for a moment. Then, from a shelf high above, he pulled down a peculiar clock, small, golden, and shaped like a heart. "This is no ordinary clock," Elias said. "It does not count minutes or hours. Instead, it keeps memories." Samuel's eyes widened. "Memory?" "Yes," the clockmaker whispered. "Wind it, and it will hold your happiest moment forever." Golden heart-shaped clock glowing softly in Elias's hands. Samuel hesitated, then closed his eyes. He thought of his mother's laughter when she used to tuck him into bed, and the warmth of his father lifting him high into the air when he was younger. When he opened his eyes, the clock was glowing. Inside its glass face, he saw a tiny image's parents, smiling, frozen in a moment of joy. Tears welled in the boy's eyes. "It's real!" Elias only nodded. "Time may pass, but moments like these can be kept." Magical close-up of memory glowing inside the clock. Years passed by. Samuel visited the shop often after that. Each time, he wound the golden clock with a new memory: his first school play, a friend's laughter, the day he learned to ride a bicycle. Years passed. Samuel grew older, taller, stronger. Yet whenever life weighed heavy on him, he returned to Elias's shop, opened the golden clock, and saw his memories shining inside, untouched by time. The boy aging from child to teenager, revisiting shop, clock glowing brighter each year. But time waits for no one, not even a clockmaker. One winter evening, Samuel Noe, a young man, entered the shop to find Elias sitting quietly behind the counter. His hands were still, his tools neatly placed aside. The old man smiled faintly. "Elias," Samuel whispered, "you've grown weak. Let me help." But Elias only shook his head. "My time has been well spent, and now it belongs to you." He placed a small wooden box on the counter. Inside was the golden heart-shaped clock, glowing brighter than ever. "Take it," Elias said. "But remember, the clock does not belong to one person alone. Someday you must give it to another who needs it more than you." And with that, the clockmaker closed his eyes, and the ticking of the shop seemed to fall silent. Years later, Samuel had a family of his own. Years later, Samuel had a family of his own. On his daughter's 10th birthday, he placed a gift in her hands, a golden clock shaped like a heart. Her eyes widened in wonder. "What does it do, Papa?" Samuel smiled, his voice carrying the echo of Elias. "It keeps memories, the ones you never want to lose." And so, the clock lived on passed from hand to hand, generation after generation, not to measure time, but to preserve it. The townsfolk still remember Elias, the quiet clockmaker whose gift was not the hours, but eternity itself. And somewhere, in a quiet corner of time, the clockmaker still smiles, knowing that even though hours slip away, love and memory remain eternal. If you loved the story, please like and subscribe to the channel so I can bring you more exciting and wonderful stories.